Thanks to the sacrifice of Rachel's brother, we finally hold the key to defeating the Gaalsien once and for all. The tie-down orbital weapon is operational and under our control. Rachel is making final preparations to ensure the fleet's safety as we secure the Khar-Toba site.
Power and discharge protocols in the green. Targeting and alignment data is suboptimal. We will require a ground-based scanner network to resolve firing accuracy, or nobody will be safe out there.
The Khar-Toba site is located here. The Gaalsien fleet is holding their position outside the targeting perimeter. When they realize we have safely entered the site, they will advance and surround us. We will not have much time. Rachel, stand by to deploy.
Roger that.
We must get Rachel and her team into the Khar-Toba wreck immediately. Time is of the essence. Expect Gaalsien forces to arrive shortly.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the final mission of Homeworld Deserts of Kharak. So I'm going to be doing something highly unorthodox, and I'm going to break this mission into two videos. This will be part one, and in the next video we will conclude the game. So this is one of the only times where I'll actually break down a mission into two parts. Otherwise it would be like a 90-minute long video. Anyway, first thing we're going to do is we're going to get Rachel to run around here to all these wreck sites and crack them open with high explosives. You can do that as long as you do not approach too close to the Khar-Toba wreck, otherwise it triggers a cutscene. So I'm just going to skirt around it. There are two artifacts in these wrecks we can find. I believe they are randomized, but there are two on the map. So I'm going to find them, crack them open, but I'm going to leave them be because we can't obviously harvest the artifacts just yet until the fleet gets here. So I'm going to break open this one, and then I'm just going to fast forward through breaking open the other ones.
Reading you. Runner copies. Awaiting orders.
Alright, go off and get that one. Let's hit the boom button.
Artifact position authenticated.
Hey, there's one. And off we go. Alright, we got two more here.
Runner copies. Reading you.
So nice that these sections of Starship we're breaking open are all in, the exact same configuration. They all look exactly the same.
We have eyes on an
There's the
artifact.
second one.
Stand by.
Alright, one more to break open, and then we're going to send Rachel off to investigate the Khar-Toba, or the first city, as they call it. 100 years ago, a satellite detected an object under the sands of the Great Desert. An expedition was sent. An ancient starship buried in the sand.
Okay, time to roll.
And we're going to see once we get her close to the
Radar
Khar-Toba, that her movement very distinctly mirrors
Reading you.
the original cutscene in Homeworld. Alright, that's the last of the wrecks. Rachel, you may get to the Khar-Toba.
Acknowledged. I have the wreck in sight. No movement detected. Conducting preliminary scan. Quantum signature verified. The site appears undisturbed. Pristine. I'm going in.
Copy that, Rachel.
We need to set up the scanner network so I can build a targeting matrix. I can direct the beam once the network is in place.
To establish the targeting matrix, deploy scanners at these locations.
Alrighty, so we have to deploy these 3 scanners. I'm not going to do that just yet. It's a pretty obvious trigger. They might as well just say, send a probe to investigate. No, we're not going to do that.
Be advised, tracking hostiles.
We are going to, however, collect those 2 artifacts.
Armor online.
And I'm going to deploy my forces
New location.
to certain areas, because we need to defend against some incoming Gaalsien forces.
Ready.
Naturally.
Armor moving out.
Kind of one funny thing
Cruiser ready.
I've been thinking about is that we've been going around the desert throughout this game and collecting all of these artifacts, but thankfully they just happen to be compatible with our current technology. Presumably we've been like jury-rigging all this stuff into our systems, but it brings up the question of why there are, you know, so many shipwrecks on Kharak. It's implied that in the Homeworld universe that Kharak is kind of out of the way of most trade routes, at least in this area of space. And nobody has any
Artifact
real
recovered.
reason to approach the
Authentication
planet.
confirmed.
But the ships in Tombs of the Ancients were obviously there, so apparently they got too close, and they got pulled out of hyperspace and deposited on the planet. Okay, well, whatever. Anyway, so the fleet's here. I'm going to deploy the combat forces to cover the south, cover roughly 180,
We're in the pipe.
as well as the west, or about 270, because that's where the enemies will approach from.
RU's identified.
And now we just got the artifacts, or at least one of them.
Salvager ready.
Salvagers. Let's start
Go
salvaging.
ahead. Location mark. Base runner online. Contact. Enemy armor. Bearing
And
order
here they
confirmed. We got
come.
something on the horizon.
Alright.
Waiting for eyes on to authenticate. Hostile light attack vehicle. Visually authenticated.
So I'm just going to defend this area from Gaalsien strikes and patrols while we gather all the resources.
Attack course set.
Then I'll put down the scanners, which will trigger the next part of the mission. And once we essentially deploy those scanners, then I'm going to end
Gunship
this
cleared for
video.
launch.
Gunship on deck. Ready launch. Go for carrier.
Weapon range systems currently active. Weapon systems online.
Alert. Hostile strike fighter in circulation.
Carrier warning. Heat levels are spiking. Reroute power to avoid system damage.
Hostile interceptor down. Order confirmed. Ready. Reposition. Gunship copies. Copy. UPC copy. Hostile range craft
Fighter
destroyed.
vector dialed in.
Attack vector dialed in. Support crews are under attack. Immediate fire support on that position.
Alright, I'm going to keep Group 7 and 8 covering the west, and 2 and 3, the other peoples,
Enemy armor
covering the
disabled.
south.
Ready. Set. Hostile strike craft down. Ready.
RU site exhausted.
Deploy a turret on that location.
The Gaalsien are aware of our movements. Ground units detected.
Enemy armor on
Yeah, you
approach.
figured, huh?
We've detected something. Can you confirm
In
visual?
addition to the ground units, the Gaalsien will send waves of strike fighters and bombers to come at you, and they do come at you in larger groups in this mission. And they can do some damage to your units, including occasionally targeting any scanners that you put
An
down.
RU site has been exhausted of
Hence why I'm just gonna, you know, keep from deploying the scanners just yet.
Strike confirms. Enemy light attack vehicle marked on approach.
I'm also going to use the base runners and put down some turrets and anti-air batteries around the Khar-Toba.
Strike craft destroyed.
And that'll provide us with a little bit more defense, but I'll do that in good time.
Provide fire support.
Target confirmed. Launch bomber.
Bomber on deck. Put fire in your flank. Enemy railgun firing on friendly way. Op ready. Fall out. Reading. Move order confirmed.
Ooh, we might lose yeah, we're going to lose an artillery cruiser there.
Alert. Artillery cruiser lost.
Lost it.
Armor vehicle taking effective fire. Bomber ready. Hostile interceptor destroyed. Crew ready. Hostile range craft destroyed.
Strike fighter approach vector dialed in.
Hostile armor eliminated. We're in the unidentified craft on approach. Mark the bearing. Kapisi copies.
Alright, we need another artillery
Support cruiser under
cruiser.
attack. Immediate
We're gonna
fire
build
support
some-
on that position. We've got hostile on sensors. Confirm visual.
Some assault cruisers as well. We'll make them group 9.
Strike fighter approach vector dialed in.
Strike systems online. Ready to burn.
Gunship clear for launch.
I suppose realistically I should really just get rid of group 1 because I really do not use them anymore. But I keep them around because it makes me feel better. It just makes me feel safe.
Assault cruiser ready for assignment.
Enemy railgun eliminated. Orders.
Alright, Mr. Bomber, why don't you
strike
head over
craft
there?
down. Hostile light attack vehicle detected.
Strike fighter coordinates dialed in.
What is
Green line
that?
confirmed.
It is it's a red dot. Oh, that's a gunship, not a bomber.
Artillery cruiser operational.
All systems green.
Well, it looks like we beat them back, at least for
Copy, on
now.
our way.
I'm just going to send that flight of strike craft over there. Kind of use them to scout out that area. Oh, wait, never mind.
Site exhausted.
There's something over
Go
there.
for Kapisi. Reading you. Deploy a turret on that location.
Yes,
See you
while you're there, get a
exhausted.
turret down there.
Enemy airstrike
It's an
inbound.
airstrike! And a whole bunch of missile batteries.
Enemy armor disabled. Interceptor taking fire.
Well, they're right in the way of Group 7 and 8.
Hostile interceptor down.
CU deposit depleted.
New coordinates verified.
It's interesting that the Khar-Toba there is, it's essentially, it's a giant box, right? A big rectangular box. I always thought it kind of looked like a giant refrigerator. But anyway, yeah, it's split right in half and it's just buried there in the sand.
Systems up.
Control group 6 designated.
And of course we would discover later on in Homeworld 1 that we essentially came to, that the Kushan came to Kharak in giant boxes.
Cruiser into the fray. Attention.
Strike fighter approach vector dialed in.
Attack course set. Go for ranged.
What is that?
Enemy light attack vehicle marked
It's
on
a
approach.
thing,
Send
and we
message.
must destroy it.
Strike craft destroyed. Hostile range craft destroyed. Hostile railguns have opened up. Hostile armor incoming. Captain. Ready, send.
Yeah, that one suicidal honor guard
Ready to give
cruiser.
him hell. New hostile armor eliminated.
He apparently has not learned his lesson.
Reading you, command. RU's identified.
Alright, let's move on to the next RU site.
Strike fighter coordinates dialed
I'm going
in.
to try and get the large concentrated sites on the perimeter around here, then get the ones around the Khar-Toba itself.
Receiving. Destination set. Kapisi, go ahead.
Strike copies.
Alert. Hostile bomber on approach.
Go ahead.
En route. Enemy railgun eliminated.
Verified.
Attention.
Target
Hostile
confirmed.
bomber
Launch
down.
Bomber.
Bomber set for launch. Hostile strike craft down.
Cruiser copies.
Enemy armor disabled.
Set new heading.
Alright, let's
Hostile
move group
detected.
9,
Visual
kind of
unconfirmed.
between groups 2 and 3 there.
Reading you. Echo fire support. Go ahead. Get this battle cruiser into the fray.
There we go, we see group 9
Support
engaging.
cruiser under attack. Immediate fire support on
As I
that
previously
position.
said, I mistakenly thought
Green
the
line
assault
confirmed.
cruisers were kind of like honor guard cruisers, or the Northern Coalition's version of
Tracking
honor
armored
guard
craft
cruisers.
on
They're
approach.
not. They are similar in that they float around, but they just have a bunch of rapid firing guns on
Confirmed.
them.
Launch bomber.
Copy that. Bomber on deck.
That was a good bomb run.
Armor eliminated. Hostile craft in AO. Maneuver for visual confirmation. Make ready. Coordinates confirmed.
Let's move the Kapisi over there.
Go ahead. Copy that. Bugging out.
Reading. Ready. Hostile range craft destroyed.
There is something over there, so Mr. Bomber, you can go over there and bomb something. Hopefully it's not like a billion missile batteries or something. Yay!
An
Looks
RU
like
site
not.
has been depleted.
Ready.
Operations update. RUs in the region
let's
have been drained.
throw a gunship
RU
at
site
'em.
exhausted.
Alert. Hostile strike fighter in circulation. Hostile interceptor destroyed. Enemy contacts on the board. Kapisi copies.
Strike
Does
fighter.
this bomber not know how to set up for his bomb run?
Mission marked for engines hot. Reading.
Oh, there it goes.
Enemy
Follow your
armor disabled.
waypoints till you get to the IP, and then run in, make your attack, drop
Enemy
your bomb,
railgun eliminated.
then get out of there.
Op ready.
Ooh, we
Support
got some
cruiser
stuff
now
coming at
operational.
the
Enemy armor on
Kapisi.
approach.
Group 7, get back over there.
Cruiser
Group
copies.
8, 2.
Set hostile light
Cruiser
attack
ready.
vehicle visually authenticated. This is the captain.
Strike fighter approach vector dialed in.
Attack vector dialed in. We're in the pipe. Grid updated. Support cruiser under attack. Immediate fire support on that position. Crew ready. Hostile range craft destroyed. Cruiser into alert. We've got a salvager under fire. This is the captain. Get moving.
Strike fighter approach
Hostile
vector.
armor
And do not let
eliminated.
them take out the
Alert. Carrier is
salvagers.
taking fire.
CU field depleted.
Strike craft destroyed. Interceptor taking hostile fire.
Ooh, they're getting shot down.
Alert. Strike fighter lost.
Yep, that's what
Carrier
happens when
copy.
missile ships get too close to the carrier. They shoot down your aircrafts. 2 of them in this case.
Ready for assignment. Enemy airstrike inbound. Hostile on sensors.
Strike
Authentication
fighter
pending.
coordinates. Strike fighter online.
Strike systems online. Ready to burn.
Alright, I think I'm going to keep
Hostile
Group
interceptor
7
down.
next to the carrier.
Send your message.
Make it feel nice and
that area with
safe.
the
Let's put a
turret.
turret
Runner
down.
copies.
Let's put some more turrets down, actually.
Deploy a turret on that location. Runner, go ahead. Set a scanner right there. Reading you,
Alright,
command.
let's start
Go
putting
ahead.
down some of the scanners. We'll get 2 of them
Enemy
down
railgun eliminated.
and wait to get the
Ready,
3rd scanner
set.
down.
Strike fighter coordinates dialed in. CU field
Dialed in.
expended.
We're in the pipe. Hostile light attack vehicle detected. Tracking armored craft on approach. Ready. Hostile strike craft down.
Identify
Strike fighter taking hostile fire. Alert, hostile siege cruiser sighted. Proximity warning in effect.
Scanner deployed. Receiving the data now. We need 2 more scanners to complete the matrix.
Okay, well, we'll get the scanners down in due time, Rachel.
Go for Kapisi.
Reading you, Command. Area set. Scanner on its way. Reading you.
Alert, hostile strike fighter in circulation. We've got hostile on sensors. Confirm visual. Hostile interceptor destroyed.
Yeah, they just keep trying to overfly that group. We got enough support cruisers and anti-air guns in that area that we can pretty much shoot down most of the stuff. Because they pretty much just come from that direction anyway. The Gaalsien strike fighters, that is.
Enemy light attack vehicle marked on approach. Battle cruiser is facing resistance. Position marked. Attention.
Scanner ping received. Incorporating data now. 1 more scanner to go.
Reading. Strike craft destroyed. Enemy railgun firing on friend. Course set. Alert. Support craft has been engaged.
And the artillery cruisers
Battle
got a
report.
little
Hostile
bit
on siege cruiser
overzealous with their artillery there.
Reporting. Base runner is en route.
Op ready. Hostile range craft destroyed.
Operations update. RUs in the region have been drained.
Contact. Enemy armor. Bearing designated. Kapisi copies.
Strike fighter approach vector dialed in.
Green line confirmed. One of our turrets is taking fire. Hostile strike craft down. Alert. Turret post destroyed.
Be advised, an RU site has been exhausted of resources.
Enemy armor disabled. Ready.
And we
Set.
got that one little group there
Strike
behind
fighter
that sand dune.
coordinates
Let's
dialed
get rid of
Hostile
that.
designated. Trackers assigned. Ready to burn. Alert. Siege cruiser verified in the AO. Respond. Enemy airstrike inbound. Alert. Enemy heavy cruiser detected.
Just gonna build another support
Enemy railgun
cruiser.
eliminated.
Coordinates dialed in.
I think Group 8
Attack
could
course
really
set.
use them.
Hostile interceptor down. Strike fighter taking fire. Support cruiser under attack. Immediate fire support on that position. Reading.
Strike fighter approach vector dialed in. Support cruiser now operational.
Systems online. Ready to burn.
Set new heading.
Go ahead. Hostile armor eliminate.
Bomber to launch deck.
Bomber online. Ready for launch.
Strike fighter
Strike
coordinates
craft
dialed
destroyed. Green line confirmed. Engines hot.
in. CU site exhausted.
Ready for command. Maintenance protocols in effect.
Alright, Group 8 needs some love from that
CU
support
field
cruiser.
expanded.
Let's give them what they want.
Op ready. Battle report. Hostile battle cruiser eliminated. Attention. Unidentified hostile incoming. Authentic. Gunship set for launch. Ready. Send.
Gunship, go get them.
bomber ready.
Alert. Hostile bomber sighted. Hostile detected. Visual unconfirmed.
Op ready. On our way.
Hostile strike craft down.
Send orders. Copy. Returning to
We're
carrier.
doing what the gunships do. Massacre sand skimmers.
Cruiser reading.
Strike fighter
Hostile light
approach
attack
vector
vehicle
dialed in.
detected. Hostile on sensors. Authentication pending. Go ahead. Move order confirmed. Reading. Strike craft destroyed. Alert. Hostile strike fighter in circulation. Alert. Battle cruiser is taking fire. Position marked.
Strike fighter coordinates dialed in.
Attack vector dialed in. Hostile railguns have opened up. Op ready. Hostile range craft destroyed. Green line confirmed.
Oh, look at all those missile batteries coming
Enemy
at us.
railgun firing on friendlies. Hostile
And
range
just
craft
what do you think
destroyed.
you're going to do with those?
Enemy armor disabled.
CU field depleted. CU deposit depleted.
Alright,
Send
working our
orders.
way around. Come on. Give me those RUs. We got over 98,500.
What do you need? RUs identified. Advance and evaluate. Salvager ready. Construction units identified.
Carrier copy.
CUs exhausted. CU deposit depleted.
Yeah, I figured, why not? While we're here, we'll just collect the resources around the Khar-Toba and then get that last pocket up there.
Enemy airstrike inbound. Hostiles designated. Trackers assigned. A railgun is taking effective fire. Hostile interceptor destroyed. Go hostile light attack vehicle detected. Reading. Alert. Hostile battle cruiser inbound. On our way.
Reporting. Set new heading.
Battle report. Enemy honor guard cruiser destroyed. Kapisi, go ahead.
Alright, we have now collected all the resources. Let's pull the Kapisi back.
Moving to escort position.
And we will deploy that last scanner along with Group
Systems
7 and Group
online.
8. Move
Destination
back.
set. Reading you.
I'm going to move
Reading you, Command.
the other base runners I'm not going to use. I'm going to move them way over
Prep for
there
mobilization.
where Group 1 is.
Send your message.
Don't need them. You deploy
Send
the scanner.
over there. We're cleared to
And I
move.
moved all my salvagers back over there too.
Carrier copies.
I have a sneaky suspicion that the Gaalsien, some carrier or something, is going to come from that direction that the other Gaalsien have been coming from thus far.
Carrier moving. Seal hatches.
So we're going to pull them back and hold the perimeter. We're going to hold the line.
Scanner network in place.
Tracking hostage.
Great. Keep the network operational while I perform the scan.
Ranged online.
Lines throttle up. Stay together, just try not to ride.
Alert.
Get us
Hostile
under one
strike
clock.
fighter in circulation.
Transmitting. Watch your crosstalk. You're
Go
using
for
the
'em.
carrier net.
New heading set. I see that now. Be sure my radio operator won't make that mistake again.
Be gentle. Replacement.
Hostile.
Scan complete. Preparing targeting matrix.
Good idea.
Wait.
I need to do some housekeeping now.
Our scanners have picked up something.
all around us. It's incredible. An entire city buried beneath the sand. This must be it. This must be Khar-Toba, the first city of Kharak. It's